Hello, welcome to Such Nice Work. I'm Kendra. You can find me on Ravelry, Instagram, YouTube, and Etsy, all as Cute Spoo Creations. It's been 2 weeks. This is episode 20 called Second Birthdays Are Oatmeal. Because today is my youngest son's birthday. He turned 2. And I've managed to podcast on all of the kids' birthdays since I started doing this, and each one I've tried to title something that reflected the birthday that was. And this year, I always ask the kids what they want for their birthday meal, and I asked my son, and he said oatmeal, and that's because oatmeal is his favorite food. So I asked him what he wanted for breakfast. He said oatmeal. I said okay. I asked him what he wanted for lunch. He said oatmeal, and dinner, and he said oatmeal. So, since we are great lovers of oatmeal in this house, we had oatmeal with apples for breakfast, and I made baked pumpkin oatmeal and eggs and sausage for lunch. I haven't quite figured out if or how we're going to have oatmeal for dinner. We're starting to run out of oatmeal, so we did some leftover oatmeal, and he does like leftover, like reheated oatmeal. So maybe we'll have that, or I might make peanut butter chocolate chip oatmeal for dinner. We'll see. If I don't have enough oatmeal to have oatmeal, we might have meatloaf, and I put oatmeal in my meatloaf, so that should cover me there. But I said I'd record today because I have a giveaway to do, which I will do in a bit. But first, I figured I would talk about some of the things that I have accomplished because I have been doing much crafting this week. You can see my little doggy's face sleeping right there. There's Kuma. But yeah, I've been crafting a lot because I'm trying to, well, number one, on Saturday we have our big Light a Horse parade in town, and I am going to vend at that, so I'm trying to get my things all together and done. So I'm trying to get all that stuff together. It's actually been nice though, because recently I have felt as though, not that I haven't been enjoying crocheting that much, but a lot of the things I've been doing have been not even obligatory, because I feel like that's more like presents and gifts for other people that I feel like I have to get done. Like, that's more obligation crafting. But like, I took on this like business and all that stuff, and so it's like I need to follow through with it. So it's just kind of an obligation. In fact, like, I sign up for these shows and they seem like a good idea, and I feel like I'm gonna have time to get everything done when I signed up for them, you know, last winter, and then life happens and you squeeze things in, and there's not always as much enjoyment in the process as it actually comes time to do these things. So I've been, working on stuff, and luckily I've finally been like struck with a bit more inspiration. There's a bit more joy back in the crafting. I've kind of got some of the patterns that I've been tinkering around with more dialed in, and so they're more enjoyable for me to do. They're easier to keep track of in my head, and they're just physically more comfortable. I figured out the gauge and all the stuff that makes them not hurt as much. But with that being said, my hands have been facing fatigue issues. On Monday, I worked on birds on Monday, and I didn't finish the birds, but what I do with the birds is I make sure that I have all of like the bodies and all the parts done, and I try and have some of them made, and I have a bunch. Well, I have some made, but I work on these while I'm at shows. I sew the wings on and the beaks, and I stuff them while I'm standing in my booth because it gives me something to do, and it gives people something to see. So I hatch birds. So I've been making these, and inside of each is shoved all its parts. So it has 2 wings and a tail and a beak for each one. And I made that box full on Monday. So my hands hurt Monday night. I've also been working on trying to get, what's my shawl doing? I got cold and I threw it on, and yeah, it's all coming off. But at least it's keeping me warm. So anyways, I also have been working on dolls. So I made all those birds, and then I have a number of these dolls. I do have a few that are, well, I haven't put eyes on any of them yet. I'm making them all, and then I'll sit down and do eyes because I find the eyes are cuter, and they come out better when I do like a bunch in a row. They get in a rhythm or something. But anyways, this is the hair that goes on this little one. She's gonna be cute. And let's see what else I have finished. Whoop. I dropped a few. Come back. Come back. There you go. Okay. And there's another kind of Christmassy colored dress doll, and she's going to have the dark brown hair when she's done. And their little friend, this has been kind of a popular colorway, but she doesn't have hair yet, but she will. Hair is forthcoming this afternoon. And this one has hair that needs to go. And then I've been working on making more boy dolls. So here's the boy, and he's wearing little overalls. In the back, they kind of cross. And there's another one that's still in pieces, wearing red. That will kind of be the Christmassy boy doll to go with that. And he has brown, kind of moppy hair to go on him. And then these, I've already had their hair put on. So there's this one with these like kind of funny bangs. I found this hair, I made it this summer. And it just hadn't been attached to anybody yet, so that became her hair. And she's got a little, kind of a rainbowy dress, and she'll get a little face. And there's this purple one with the light brown hair. And then this is like my favorite thing I've made in quite a long time. And I'm definitely going to make more of these. We have a lot of hunters around here, so it's a little hunter doll. This little blaze orange outfit and his little camo overalls. So we'll see if I have time. I'm going to make a few more of these. I have a feeling I'll probably get some special orders for these. So I will make sure to take good pictures so I can at least have pictures in my booth even if I'm out of dolls. And what else have I finished? I've actually fully finished some things too. I was playing around and I made a reindeer head. And I made another one that has like a ball nose. And this one's kind of brown. I was playing around with like antler sizes and stuff. So I think that between these two prototypes, I know what parts and things I want. I'm going to make some more reindeer heads. And I made these, a bunch of these candy cane ornaments that are like, all spirally. And there's a few of, well, by a few of them, there's a bunch in that box. So those are there for those. And then last night I was playing around and messing around with coming up with a snow person that I liked. So I made a couple of these, and there'll be a few more of these coming too. And I've also been working on making some little wreath ornaments. I'm going to set up a Christmas tree and put the ornaments and stuff. I have garland made out of eyelash yarn that I made last year. So I'll have that for sale. And I have a Christmas tree skirt, which I don't think is going to be done. I have to look at how far away from finished it is. But I've been working on that. And these prototypes, I wasn't quite happy with the way the wreaths turned out. Like they were a little thin. So I think this is what I'm going to go with. And then it's going to get, these obviously get tied in. And there's going to be a wider red ribbon. But they're just a little sturdier. I think they look nicer. And they were just as easy to make. So I think that's what I'm going with. It's been kind of fun to play around with the patterns. And then after I made the snow person and figured out like the increases and stuff I wanted, last night in bed I stayed up way later than I should have. My hands needed to work on something at a different gauge. All of this stuff basically is made out of Super Saver because it's cheap and it's durable and people can wash it. And kids can play with it and gnaw on it and stuff, and it's not going to fall apart. But I needed something else because my hands were just starting to hurt from being at that gauge, but they needed to like loosen up with something thicker. And I had some of this Lion Brand Thick and Quick, so I made in the same thing. It's a snow person of the same size, and I'm going to like probably tie like a torn strip of fabric and make it a scarf and a little face on it. I think it'll be pretty cute. And it's super snuggly. I don't think I have enough yarn, or I would actually make a few more of these because I think they're pretty cute. And kind of in a primitive style, which is pretty popular around here. So, I think that is everything that I have completed. Oh, I worked on my son's birthday present. In addition to receiving oatmeal as a gift, he is getting something, though it's not completely done. My husband told him to get used to it, but things don't always actually get finished. But this I do have every intention of finishing. I am making like a jungle stack of ring toys. And all the rings are done. All the pieces are made. The rings are made. has this little tree top that goes on it. And the base and the top I had made, and the ring that's actually fully stuffed, I had made when I first started crocheting like a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago I think I made this. Could have been longer ago than that. But anyways, I started this one of the first projects I did, and I guess it's more than a year ago. It's almost 2 years ago. That's what it is, because I started in February after my son was born, and yeah, it's November. So yeah, almost 2 years ago. So anyways, I have all the parts. There's like heads and arms and legs and tails and things that go on these. They make little jungle animals. So we are headed out to California to see both sets of our parents. And on our way, I'm going to take this to finish. And I also figure, I usually try and bring like a couple things for the kids to play with that are of their normal toys we take along the way. So I figure I'm going to bring this, and the three of them can all play with the different little parts, lots of snuggly toys and fun and stuff. So, still not happy with how this grass is laying, but maybe I'll try steam blocking it and try and kill it and see if it'll stay flat. I don't know, but that's that on the gifts. And I have some more things that are kind of in the plans. I need to finish the stuff for Saturday and then start working on Christmas presents. Really, it kind of depends on what I sell on Saturday. I think most of my family's going to get dishcloths this year, and we have a bunch of herbs from the garden that we had dried, so we're making like a basil blend, because we have like 6 varieties of basil or something. We actually don't know the exact number because we've lost count, and some things reseeded themselves, and so we're just going to call it a blend of many basils from our garden, and I'm going to put a dishcloth with each one of those. But we'll see if I have to make dishcloths. I have some dishcloths that I've made to sell, and figure I'll try and sell them, and then whatever ones don't sell, I might just use for Christmas presents and make new ones for my shop because, well, they're already made, and that will be easier for me at this point. Because we're going to try and leave our presents in California so we don't have to pay for shipping of that stuff. So, speaking of the gifts, I guess I will do my giveaway, and wow, this will be extremely short. Which is good because I hear restless minions starting upstairs. So, I had, like 5 people, I think? Yeah, 5. So I put everybody's name, we'll post it in the jar. And what you're going to win is, I have them all here, let's see, is some cards that I have made, and similar cards. And versions of these are available on my Etsy store, Cutesy Poo Creations. So, there's this, which has the little sheepy on the front, my blue face Lester. And it says, "May your frogging be less and your stitching be more, and may yarn acquisitions find their way to your door. Warm woolly wishes for fiber and fun." So, those are kind of cool to give to your yarny type friends with either yarn, cookies, tea, something, you know. And they come with hand-stamped envelopes. So the fun starts from the time you get to the mailbox or whatever. So there are 6 of the sheepy cards, and then we have a set of 3 of these Keep Calm and Put the Kettle On cards, and a set of 3 of these For Someone Special cards. And both the Keep Calm and the For Someone Special cards are blank on the inside, as are most of my cards, except for those sheep cards. And the other 6 cards come with this cute ornament hand-stamped on their envelopes. So you will be receiving 12 cards, as well as a birthday and anniversary reminder, which says some days are very special and has a strawberry hand stamped on it, and I have none of them out right now, and I probably will forget to get them out to stick one in here. So I will just tell you that the winner is going to receive all of those things. So let's see who our winner is. And our winner is... only get one. Let's see. Debbie Y. So Debbie, if you would either message me on Ravelry, or you can email me at cutesypoocreations@gmail.com, or contact me. I see you on Instagram and stuff too. wherever you want to get hold of me, let me know your mailing address, and I will get the cards out to you as soon as I can. If I get your mailing address and stuff before I leave for California, I will get them in the mail then. Otherwise, you may have to wait until I get home. So, I hope that you all have a very happy holiday. I guess technically it's Thanksgiving here in the States today, though I keep forgetting because we've just postponed Thanksgiving indefinitely because we're not going to be home to eat the leftovers, and what's the point of a gigantic meal if you can't enjoy the leftovers? So sometime probably in January, I will just deem it Thanksgiving and make a larger meal than necessary just because I want to, and we will enjoy it then. But I was informed that pecan pie needs to happen at some point here just because, you know, my husband would like one. And I would like some fresh whipped cream. So that will happen, but it may have to wait till January, unfortunately, because we shall be busy until then. So I hope that you all have a happy holiday and stay warm. It is starting to cool down around here. And I will see you all again in, well, 2 weeks, hopefully. Oh, it'll be a little longer because we'll be, yeah, about 2 weeks, maybe. 3. Why don't we say 3? I will see you all in 3 weeks. So, yeah, if you stayed with me this short, as it is today, then I guess I love you more than cows and cheese and applesauce. And I hope you have a good one and continue to make such nice work.